An utter and complete disgrace, a disgrace to the Olympic movement, a disgrace to all Team Canada squads of the last number of years, especially our soccer teams when we're growing as a nation in soccer, played in the Men's World Cup, won a gold medal at the 2020 Olympics. But what Team Canada's women's team did to spy on their opponents was a disgrace. They're lucky that FIFA only stripped them of 6 points in the Olympic tournament and didn't ban them for the next 5 years. Now, according to a late afternoon press release from Saint-Étienne, France, the FIFA, the governing body of soccer, came down hard on Canada Soccer on Saturday for a drone spying scandal, deducting 6 points or 2 games for the Canadians women's soccer team at the Paris Games and banning 3 coaches, including head coach Bev Priestman, for 1 year. Now, the punishments include a fine of $313,000 Canadian for the National Federation in the case that has spiraled over the last week. 2 ACs were caught using drones to spy on New Zealand's practices before the teams played their opening game last Thursday, a 2-1 Canada win. And you're saying to yourself, is New Zealand top 5 in the world? Well, no. Are they top 10? No. They're like top 25. They're not considered a big opponent for Canada or anybody else that's still learning as a squad. Now, Canada Soccer was held responsible for not ensuring its staff complied with tournament rules. Priestman, who led Canada the Olympic title in Tokyo in 2021 in shootout, already was suspended by the National Federation, then removed from the Olympic tournament and basically told, go home. The FIFA decision came down after the team wrapped up its late afternoon training session at Stade Auguste Drouet ahead of Sunday's game against host France. Obviously, what has transpired has been very unfortunate and difficult, said acting head coach Andy Spence, who spoke about a half hour before the announcement was made. For that, I think it's an opportunity for us to say that it doesn't align personally with what I believe in, with what Canada Soccer believes in, the values that we believe in, and the team believes in, and I had no party to it. This is Canada's worst scandal at the Olympics since Ben Johnson was caught using steroids in winning the gold medal against Carl Lewis in the Seoul Olympics 36 years ago. Now, I think now all my energy and all my focus has to be pushing the team and helping the team move forward. Messages left with Canada Soccer and the Canadian Olympic Committee were not immediately returned when TSN tried to contact them. Potential appeal plans remain unknown. Now, the coaches in Canada Soccer can challenge the sanctions at a court of arbitration for Sports Special Olympic Court in Paris. That tribunal is set up for urgent hearings and verdicts at the Olympics. But the guy also violated French airspace, so there might be criminal charges coming up. So I don't know what's happening with that. Now, the points deduction, if upheld by CS judges, does not eliminate Canada from the tournament. It could mean a team must win all 3 games of Group A and hope to advance with 3 points, likely as runner-up in the standings. Team analyst Joseph Lombardi and assistant coach Jasmine Mandar were also suspended from taking part in any soccer-related activity for 1 year. Now, FIFA fast-tracked its own disciplinary process by asking its appeals judges to handle the case. FIFA judges told Priestman and her 2 assistants were each found responsible for offensive behavior and violation of the principles of fair play. Canada Soccer was found responsible for failing to respect the applicable FIFA regulations. The statement said, in connection with its failure to ensure the compliance of its participating officials of the tournament with the prohibition on flying drones over any training sites. Now, Canada is scheduled to play its final group game on Wednesday against Colombia in Nice. Now, the Associated Press was also involved in this write-up. So what we're hearing, ladies and gentlemen, the Priestman basically was interviewed earlier in the week, and she was kind of evasive with her answers. She didn't say she didn't, but she didn't say she didn't do it. Now, soccer experts have questioned the strategic value of Canadian team's drone gambit. Analyst Amy Walsh said it was completely unnecessary to spy in a New England practice. Now, again, the Canadians are reigning gold medalists, ranked currently 8th worldwide by FIFA. New Zealand, which dropped its settings to 28, sits last of all Olympic teams. Not to mention the risk of flying a drone in the Olympics, which has spent $4 billion US in security, where drones is banned to begin with. It's a new depth of stupid, in my opinion, and incompetence to even do that, said CBC sports analyst and a longtime national team player Amy Walsh. And then the boring answer is that it's completely unnecessary because if you have unwavering belief in the individuals that you've assembled to perform, then that's what you should be focused on. So I don't know, there were some allegations that the men's team was using the same thing, especially leading up to the World Cup. Now in that game, Canada went to beat New Zealand 2-1 despite surrendering their game's first goal. Now, analysis of the images captured by Lombardi, described by the Canadian Olympic Committee as a non-accredited staffer, reportedly showed New Zealand players applying instructions given by their coach. Now, Walsh, who retired in 2009, said Canada's coaching staff might have been trying to get a sneak peek at New England's new formation, possible injuries, set pieces, and penalty kick strategy. Specifically, Walsh noted that understanding an opponent's set pieces, like corner kicks, can be advantageous when goals are often scored from standstill, while you can prepare tactically if you know the other side's formation, even if it's something that reveals itself early in a match. Purely from a sporting perspective, this could be an attractive risk to a coach, and then you can train your team to play well against that. Walsh said, I will say at the end of that, there's no good reason to do this type of thing. Now, there's plenty of publicity available film anyone at home can dress up the strategies international teams employ, and even more footage accessible to coaching staffs through subscription services and preparatory research. Even still, drone usage remains prevalent in soccer. Canadian soccer CEO Kevin Blue said Friday the men's team attempted drone usage at the recently completed Copa America, and as well in 2021, Honduras stopped a training session ahead of a game against Canada after spotting a drone. It's a widely known practice that is commonly used by coaches, and this in spite of how much information is available to them. It's crazy how much they're inundated with what's available to them. But here's the point, ladies and gentlemen. It's just fucking football. It's soccer. 8 players are forward. So many are back. You got ball control is a big part of it. Exactly how many opportunities are going to use the information provided in the drone information in a 90-minute game, maybe 6 to 8 minutes? It doesn't make any sense. So what does that mean for Soccer Canada? Well, they went through a phase. The female team said you deserve more money for their athletes. You think they're going to get it now? To get it by cheating? But Team Canada's head coach, like I said, she's not as, I don't know if the word charismatic is right, but she's not very intelligent, because any head coach would say, I want to win clean. I don't want to cheat. Like back in the day with hockey, the opposing teams at international events were allowed to watch people's practices. That's a little bit different, because if you don't see a person in practice, you might have an injury or whatever. But women's sports in Canada have had a boost in the last number of years because of hockey, because of different stuff. And Christine Sinclair, I'd like to see what Christine Sinclair, our longtime captain of the women's soccer team, has to say about all this. I don't think she believes in cheating. She's a person that believes in fairness in sport. But ladies and gentlemen, the ramification of this is not done. There's something going to happen. And I'm really afeared that the 2021 gold medal might end up being an asterisk. It's not going to stop here. We might be banned from a year for soccer. I think that's what's going to be happening. So we'll keep you updated. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing with our first of our Olympic coverage this year, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.